Texans out to prove another ESPN analyst wrong on Saturday in Kansas City. The Texans appear to have their next TV target in their sights. After Saturday's blowout win over the Chargers, Joe Mixon took to social media to address Rex Ryan's claim that Los Angeles had a bye week on the road in Houston during the first round of the playoffs. That claim backfired on the former NFL head coach, but now, Stephen A. Smith has weighed in with his own hot take that could potentially fuel the Texans' fire even further. When asked on ESPN's First Take which first seed is on upset alert this week, Smith answered the Lions, as he's giving the Texans zero chance against the Chiefs on Saturday afternoon at Arrowhead. Smith, who has made a living making outrageous statements, backed up his claim by saying, "It was a nice season, and they've had a lot of injuries, we get that. If Tank, Dell and Stephon Diggs and those brothers were available, I'd feel differently, but they don't have a chance against the Kansas City Chiefs." The Chiefs are favored by more than a touchdown following the first-round bye, which comes as no surprise after the defending champs walked away 8-point winners just over a month when the two sides met. C.J. Stroud threw 2 picks that day, while Kansas City's defense held Joe Mixon to under 60 yards in yet another underwhelming offensive display from DeMeco Ryans' side. Both Stroud and Mixon were instrumental in last week's victory over the Chargers, though, so whether Smith's comments inspire further midweek motivation remains to be seen. Either way, if the Texans somehow pull off an unthinkable upset, you can expect to see Mixon smoking on some Stephen A. Pax postgame. East Palestine, the attorney representing the residents appealing the $600 million class action settlement with Norfolk Southern, took aim at the lawyers who brokered last year's deal in a response to their motion filed in Youngstown's U.S. District Court that his clients be required to post a nearly $1 million appeal bond. Tennessee-based attorney David Graham, who filed an appeal, known as the Troyan Appeal in court documents, on behalf of Zsuzsa Troyan, Tamara Fries, Sharon Lynch and Carly Tunno, doubled down on his client's claim that Class Action Counsel hid or ignored crucial environmental results from class members in his answer filed on Friday. "Figures don't lie, but liars figure," Graham wrote. Class members were provided false and misleading information as detailed in the declarations of Scott Smith, Stephen Petty and George Thompson. Thus, unsurprisingly, they eagerly embraced what appeared to be a good deal. Smith, a self-proclaimed independent scientist, Petty, a chemical exposure expert, and Thompson, retired toxicologist, have all spoken out against the settlement and called into question data provided by the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. Petty's declaration is especially damning as Petty was hired by the law firm Simmons Conroy, plaintiff's lead co-counsel, to conduct testing.